is a very serious podcast.
Oh, Sammy.
That guy's never going to sit straight again.
That guy's never going to trust his friend again. That poor guy.
Ow. That would hurt.
That
That did not look like a good time.
He was just sitting like on an airbag, like.
Don't those things deploy at like 200 miles an hour or something crazy like that?
Oh, he like flew up. He like shot way up. That was crazy.
You can die. Like if you hit it wrong, you can die.
I'm never trusting
that
guy.
Messed.
Never trusting that guy.
If I was there, be completely honest, I probably would have laughed.
I definitely would have laughed. I would be the guy in the door laughing. That was funny. Well, anyways, welcome to a serious podcast. We're so glad to have you here. Make sure you chime in the comments so we can say hi to you. I see Abby. Hello. I see some Moffats, Scramble Rooks. Hello. Welcome, and we're so glad you're here. I'm Brianna Pearson, here in the host chair. This is my co-host, Mr. Matthew Shields.
Back from months on not doing this.
You could introduce yourself if you wanted, but I mean,
you did a great job. So
Matthew Shields, ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Shields.
Hi, Matt.
Yay! With us on the tech table tonight is none other than Jake Moffat. Yay!
Who else? Slaving away back there. All
Slaving
right.
away. Never get to see his face. Yes, well, welcome. Okay, as always, we do have a card of sorts with some special gifts on it hidden somewhere in this camera. I think it's pretty tricky. You might not be able to find it, but that's okay.
I'll be honest. Seeing it now, I'm going to be incredibly impressed if anybody finds this card.
Maybe halfway through, I might give you a hint. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We'll see.
Maybe.
Okay.
There's nothing.
I know this is way ahead of schedule, but I do have something fun about our guest, okay? Not you yet.
Sorry.
Hold your horses. Our guest is Pastor Norm, okay? One of our pastors here at the church. Now, he has given me 2 very tough trivia questions about him, okay? And the winner of those questions, yes.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I forgot to switch to the video playback scene, so they didn't get to watch that video. So I think we should
Oh,
watch
well,
it
then
again.
nothing we said about it will make sense.
Makes sense. Well, it will now, because we're going to go to video playback and play it again.
Here we go. Here's the video coming at you.
Rewind.
Here we go.
You're wrong.
Oh, Sammy.
Wow, I have never seen that before.
Wow, that must have hurt.
Oh, wow, that guy is not going to walk anymore.
He
Was
wouldn't
that
trust
an
his
airbag?
friend. I wouldn't trust his friend.
Yeah, we saw it the first time, but man, now that you've seen it, you get it.
Dude, that hurts.
That's crazy. Like,
Oh.
Man. Goodbye. Goodbye, tailbone.
first of all, where do you get an
Goodbye.
airbag that's not in a vehicle?
Probably
Yeah.
just cut it out
And
or
how
something
did-
like that.
How
Like,
did they
how did
detonate it? Like, how
That's
do you
what
do
I'm
that?
wondering. Did he just, he's sitting there like, ha ha ha.
I've seen people do it with like office chairs and stuff, and it just like the office chair just explodes.
I can't. That
feel
would
like that's-
hurt. In couches and
Man.
office chairs.
This is giving me like
This
so
is
many ideas.
Nasty. I'm never sitting beside anyone ever now.
Yeah.
No trust. Okay, as I was saying before, now that you've seen that video, very funny. Pastor Norm has given me some tough trivia questions about him, and I want you guys to see if you can answer it correctly. If you get the correct answer, you will get one of these wonderful Christmas presents. Chocolates.
It's chocolate. So there's some
Chocolate.
stakes here.
Chocolate.
It's chocolate.
We've got some Waterbridge Belgian chocolates.
Oh,
We've
those look
got
good.
some
fancy chocolate.
milk chocolate caramel pecan
Those are
clusters.
turtles.
Oh, yum.
So can I play?
Yum. No. Okay, well, you can try and answer.
They look
See if
good.
you do this correct.
Those look good. Those are
chime in
worth it.
the comments. Let me know which one you think, okay? So here's your 2 questions. Number 1. Pastor Norm, has sung in front of Queen Elizabeth II how many times? Is it 0 times? He's never done it. 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times? Comment which one you think, okay? Next question. Something fun fact about Pastor Norm, he loves to travel. Okay, has he been to Europe 3 times, 5 times, 15 times, or 20 times? Let me know what you think, okay? Those are your 2 questions.
Those are some tough questions. But I really hope that he has sung in front of Queen Elizabeth II like more than once. Like that would be amazing. That'd be an amazing fact.
That would be amazing.
Like let alone singing in
fact.
front of her once, but multiple times. That would be an accomplishment. That'd be
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah. So let me know. Comment in.
What was it?
What are
0,
your thoughts?
0, 1, or 2?
Or 3.
Or 3.
I really hope it's 3. That'd be amazing.
We'll see. Okay. Do you have a guess, Matt? Do you want to take a guess for those 2? I'm not telling you the answer until I've had like a few more comments.
Okay, well, I'm definitely going to predict that he has sung. I'm going with 3.
Okay.
3 times in front
3
of Queen
times?
Elizabeth II.
I'm gonna
Okay.
have to
Because
go
that would
with
be
a-
amazing.
I think I'm going to have to go with Elise and say 0.
0. Okay. And how many times do you think he's been to Europe?
Oh, definitely 20.
20.
Yeah,
Shooting high.
definitely 20.
Okay.
Like I am 85% sure it's 20.
85% sure. So do you go with the 85% that Matthew Austin Shields has presented with
Yeah.
us tonight? Or maybe do you
20.
play a
That's what
little
I'm going with.
safer? I don't know.
So
We'll
it was,
see.
5,
We'll
10,
see.
20?
5, 10, or 5, 3, or 15, or 20.
5, 15, or
I said
20.
that really in a great way that was really just easy for you to understand. Yeah, those are your questions. Let us know. So you have a chance to win
Some
those
chocolate.
chocolates. Okay, over to you, Matt.
Okay, so I need you guys' help when we get to the skit. I'm going to give it a little bit of it away. We have in store for you tonight another Bible Mad Lib. But we want you guys to be really involved. So from each of you, I want you to comment after you've decided your answers for Pastor Norm's questions. I want you to comment a noun, a list that has a noun, a verb, and an adjective. And everybody that comments that, we will discuss them and we will go through them and we will input them into the Mad Lib. That way it's not just us in the studio here doing the Mad Lib, but you guys get to be involved. So comment below. All right.
Thank you. Make sure you guys chime in with that.
Yep. Comment those or that we won't use them.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. It sometimes turns out pretty funny. So be creative. Come up with whatever you can. I just want to say one more thing for you guys to comment in. Let us know your thoughts on going back to school on Monday. Yay! Is that how you view it? Are you like, yes, I'm going back to school? Or are you like, oh, great, we have to go back to school on Monday? Let us know your thoughts. Are you a homeschool person? Are you a back to school person? Do you miss your friends? Do you wish you could stay home for the rest of your life? Have you been living the life of luxury or the life of misery? Let us know how you feel.
I think everybody but the politicians that got to go to Hawaii are living the life of misery, honestly.
Yeah, I'm so out of the loop. I don't even know any of
I mean,
this
I'm pretty
stuff
sure all of them
anymore.
either resigned or got laid off or fired or whatever.
Yeah, I
demoted.
think he stepped down or something like that.
I think a majority of them did. And
Asked
Wow.
to leave.
announcement.
Yeah,
Jason
Wow.
Kenney was like, I am laying down the law.
probably.
It's crazy.
Back to school
It's
on Monday.
Crazy. Yeah, back to school.
Like
Back to
in
school, kids.
class school.
In class, back to school.
Mom and Dad seem really excited about that.
All
what do
the
you have
parents.
to say about that, Anna and Ben?
I mean, every parent's probably like, yeah, but I mean, when I was in, I don't know. I can't even comprehend what it would be like to be going through this as a student because I went to school in a time where the world was relatively normal.
Right,
So
right. Yeah.
I think I'd
I
be
don't know.
excited.
Some people I talk to are like, no, I really just love like doing the live Zooms and doing all these classes online. Like, I really just love it. And I don't know. Could be.
Yeah, I think I'd want to see my friends. That'd be
I
my
think
thing.
I think that all the parents that I have talked to are excited that their kids are going back to school, I would say. I mean, some of them have really loved having that time to homeschool their kids, but I think everybody's
They're
pretty
over it?
excited.
They're over it. Yeah.
I think so. So let us know how you feel about going back to school on Monday. Yay. We also have a question of the night, as it is our first podcast back after New Year's.
2021.
First podcast
Whoa.
of 2021. Here we are.
And it's already the 9th.
The question of the night is, what are, if you have any, your New Year's resolutions? You have any?
Oh, well, yes. Because of COVID and not being able to see anybody, me and Bethany, we have a New Year's resolution to go to the mountains twice a month.
Okay.
So we're going to
Wow.
see how that works.
Yeah, twice a month.
Twice a
Okay.
month.
That's
That's what
pretty
we're
cool.
working on.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
What about you guys?
I am going to. I'm really, really, really bad at completing like reading plans, like Bible reading plans. I'm awful at them. So I've actually been like doing some training and doing some like 3-day plans, 5-day plans and stuff, like just ready, working myself up for the new year. And then I started on January 1st a 86-day
Whoa.
reading plan. Like I'm shooting for the stars pretty much. So I'm going to complete that.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Bible reading plan. Jake, do you have any
really awful.
New Year's resolutions?
I've resolved to not have a resolution. No,
I mean, I want to travel more,
not really.
It's not really something
honestly.
we can do.
and
though,
see
you
more
know?
people.
See, I like the idea of everyone goes to better themselves, but if on the day before January 1st, if I say I'm gonna do this, it's not gonna happen because I could have said that 3 months ago and it would have been the exact same. And to said quote, I'm gonna wake up at 7 every morning. Yeah, not gonna happen no matter what time
I
of year
wish
I
I
say.
could wake up at 7 every morning.
Yeah, I guess it sucks to be you with that one.
I
Hey,
have to
With
get
your
up at
early mornings.
5:30 every morning.
Ooh,
Wait.
5:30.
I've seen something in the comment that I want to hear because it says Ali says that Bria has a 2020 quote / motto, and
I
yep,
do.
that's gonna
I
happen.
want to hear it.
Okay, well, do you need some context? There's this game that we used to play on the iPad. It's called Order Up. Okay, it's like a kitchen chef game, right? And you make all these meals. Okay, this is where I get the quote from. Okay, this is why you need the context. Now in Order Up, you have this little sous chef who just sits in the corner, and every now and then you ask him to do stuff. His specialty is frying foods. Okay, so he says all sorts of these things like fried foods are good foods all the time. Every single time he just talks and talks and talks in your little corner. So sometimes when you give him food, actually most times, and he fries it to perfection, you take it out of him, and then he goes, out of the fryer and into the world. And he says that. I don't know why. I think it's because on New Year's, after staying up rather late and saying Happy New Year's, and then I woke up the next morning and I felt like I had just come out of a fryer, and I was like, I don't think any quote has more felt relevant to me except for out of the fryer and into the world before, and I felt that multiple times. So I think that's my new quote.
Except you
Every
can't
single
go
time.
anywhere in the world, but that's okay.
No, dude,
Yeah.
I wake up out of bed and I'm like, out of the fryer and into the world. I leave work and I'm like, out of the fryer and into the world, like literally everywhere. I just feel it so deeply.
That's
So that's what that is. My 2021
only
quote.
Bria Pearson would
If
come
I
up with something
die
like
in
that.
2021, put that on my gravestone.
That is
okay?
such a you thing to have. Quoting an
Thank
iPad
you.
game and basing your life on
Dude,
it.
if you saw the little guy, he just sits in your corner with his little hat, out of the fryer and into the world.
Yeah,
It's
he probably
great.
says it just like
Fried
that too.
foods are good foods.
Dude,
Literally
speaking of, like-
so good.
Speaking of iPad games and such, it is now 2021, which means we have to say a very, very heartfelt goodbye to Adobe Flash,
Oh yeah.
the runner of
It's
any
gone
Flash
already,
game
hey?
on the internet. Cool math games, mini clips,
Mini clip
all of
and
those classic games,
addictinggames.com.
addicting games, AdCon Arcade, gone. That's it. Flash has been discontinued. Like Miniclip, I played some Flash games the night before they got rid of it, or the week before, just for some sentimental value. And Miniclip had a notice for like almost all of their games after December at 12 a.m. This game will not be available as Flash is getting discontinued. Sad day.
That is sad.
So sad.
Looks like we have one New Year's resolution in from the Moffat 6, being, I'm assuming, Andy. New Year's resolution. I'm thinking about scaling back Facebook to utility only. like announcing for youth group. That is a great idea. You know what, Andy? I haven't had the Facebook app on my phone for like months. Greatest thing ever to get rid of it. I used to do it a lot at Bible school, and then I would get it back for a bit. But I found that when I was at school, I would waste so much time just like scrolling Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and I got rid of it. It's a good call. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's like Instagram and Facebook for me. Or not Facebook, TikTok. Those end up uninstalled on my phone for like 2-3 weeks at a time. And then I install them to check messages, and then they just stay there for another 2 weeks, and then I uninstall them again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. That's a good one. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Ali, yes, we are glad that you made Bree share that.
Yeah.
That was insightful.
Yeah.
It was very,
That's
very
my
excellent.
2021 there. All of your gift card guesses have been wrong, by the way.
yeah,
It's
like
pretty tricky.
like when we say it's pretty tricky, it's
Like it's almost impossible.
it's not like almost, it's impossible. Like
I
there's
can
no
s-
way.
On
It's-
my screen that I can see from the cameras, I can almost see it. But when
And
I
he
look at
knows
the,
where it is.
When I look at the live thing, the resolution doesn't quite transfer. There's no way you guys are gonna find this.
Okay, I will give you a hint, even though there's no chance really. But I don't really want to give it away. It's on my side of the screen. Okay,
There you go.
just a hint. Okay,
Super
Just-
helpful.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure it's
you know
just a
what?
placeholder for a gift card because that looks like a driver's license.
it's
to
definitely
me.
my driver's license because we didn't have a gift card, so that makes it even harder because it's white and
Oh, is it actually yours?
yeah, it is.
From what it looks like, it straight up.
I just looked
looks like
straight
my
at it.
dad.
That's a hint. Oh, it's upside down. So
Yeah,
maybe
it
that-
looks. It looks. I'll be honest. From all the way over here, it looks like my dad.
It looks like your dad. Wow.
How does that make you feel?
My head upside down.
Well, now they know on what side of which.
There you go.
screen
That's
it
your
is
I'm
hint.
on.
looking right at it. Okay,
I'm
guys.
still convinced. Stop.
Well, now they know exactly where it is.
It could be anywhere. Could be anywhere.
Andy. I mean, it is impossible. Like, if you're
I
going to give an
mean-
exact location, there's no
Okay,
way.
but we've looked at it like 100 times.
Oh,
so you guys are
actually,
good.
no.
You guys are
Okay.
good. You can see
I know-
it.
I know
You can
where it
see
is, and
you guys
if
are
go
good.
back
no
to
more
that,
hints.
I can see it.
Yeah, I
I
can
see
see it.
it.
I can
know
see
where
it.
I'm looking, but I can see it. Okay,
It's
anyways.
behind the light. Mom got it.
Okay, but hang on.
Which light,
Which
though?
one?
There's so many.
The studio is literally full of lights.
Okay,
Which
which is
one?
light number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all you can see in my camera. Which light number is it under? Start guessing,
No,
guys.
we're
Come on.
asking this for Mom because she got behind the light, but she's got to label which
You
one.
gotta
You
say-
got to be
This is
specific.
light 1. That's light 6. Perfect.
Yeah, I
All
figured
right.
it was Mom.
Well, that's
what
fun.
light is
anyways.
behind? You gotta.
You
gotta guess that in the
gotta answer
comments.
us. What light? All right. Anyways, while you're chiming that in, we still need your New Year's resolutions. Also,
And we
how you
need. I
feel
haven't
about
seen
school.
any
Mad Lib.
Mad Lib.
You guys have some work to do in the
Guys!
comment section there, so keep it coming. We're going to move on, right?
Yeah,
Number
we have
5.
our
What was the number of the lights?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Incorrect.
No.
Anybody can guess.
Nine.
It's fair game, guys.
Fair
Go for
game.
it. Go for it. Guess. It's fair game. 5 is wrong.
Okay. While you guys are continuing to do that,
We have a very
gonna
special
get out of the way.
guest. Can you guys please give a very warm welcome to Pastor Norm? Yay! Welcome,
It is
come on
not
in.
number 1 either, Mom. Mom's just sending random guesses. At this
Anybody
point.
else can chime in if they want to guess. Go for it.
Yeah, it's
1,
fair. It's
2,
fair game
3,
now.
4, 5, 6. Those are the light numbers.
Kalamazoo.
This is Pastor Norm.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome.
It's not under
Welcome.
number 6 either. Try again.
Pastor Norm, tell us, do you like being in front of a camera? Are you a little bit nervous right now? How do you feel about being on a serious podcast?
Absolutely nervous in front of cameras.
Okay.
I hate it.
Okay. Is that an honest answer?
Me and cameras don't get along
Okay.
very well.
It's not number 4
Okay.
either. You guys
All
obviously
right.
just randomly guessed
so
at lights because
on a
that's the way
scale
Bree
of-
looked.
On a scale of nervous, I'm about to pee my pants, is 10
It's not number 2 either.
to completely chill. I would do this every day, all day if I could. 1. What number would you say yourself right now?
Let's say 6.
A 6. Okay. That's okay. Well, we're gonna ask you a few questions,
Sure.
get you comfortable. Hopefully, it'll help make it more fun when you get to stay for the Mad Lib later. Okay. It is a good time. It is a good time. First question for you: what is your job here at First Baptist?
Well, here at First Baptist, I look after the seniors,
Okay.
and I look after the care ministries and visitation ministries.
Okay. So your job description as a whole would be looking after. What does looking after entail? Like,
Just organizing the care ministries, the seniors ministries. We have Joy Fellowship that meets
Right.
usually once a month. However, with COVID, that
Right.
just can't be happening right now. Visiting folks and coordinating a group of care deacons and folks that will actually do the visiting, including myself and my wife Renata. And yes, it's just we visit folks in their care homes, in their private homes, hospitals as well. And folks meet me here at the church. And sometimes there's counseling involved, sometimes it's just general visitation.
right. Okay. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. How long have you been a pastor in general for?
As of December, 41 years.
41 years.
41
okay.
years,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Of which 21 of those years was in youth ministry.
Okay.
And the last 20 years here at First Baptist Church in Olds.
Okay. Did you ever do youth ministry here at First Baptist?
No.
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 Okay. Where did you do youth ministry before?
Was in Vancouver,
Vancouver.
Edmonton,
Yeah.
Winnipeg, and Victoria.
Okay. So you were kind of all over the place.
All
during
over the
those,
place.
those
Mainly
21
in
years
Winnipeg
or so?
and Victoria.
Okay. Okay. What was your favorite youth event you ever ran?
Favorite youth event?
Yeah.
Well, there's so many, but I'm just thinking of car rallies. I'd say that. would
Which
be
is
car rallies.
yeah.
You would have, let's say, a sheet or two of questions, and you would have to go to that location, get a signature that you've actually been there,
Okay.
and whoever has the most points at the end of the evening wins a prize.
Wins a prize. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. And that's your favorite, like
That
your
was
favorite.
that was one that just comes to mind.
Yeah. That works. That works. Okay. What is your favorite part about your job now?
Right now, just visiting folks.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of lonely people right now, especially during COVID.
Right.
But
Right.
even before, we've got people that need to be visited in the hospital. They've just had surgery, and some are quite ill, and they'd just like to have a visit. And I also do a Bible study for the seniors every week,
Okay.
every Wednesday afternoon. And yeah,
Okay. Okay. So you like just the being in people's lives and investing in
Yes.
people and talking and
Especially in
conversations
the-
and stuff like.
especially in the area of care ministry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's cool. That's cool. You mentioned you've been doing this for 20 years. How long do you think you want to do this for? Do you
I wish forever.
forever?
But,
Okay. Okay. That's
but
fair.
Sooner or later, that may come to an end.
Right.
But it's been a wonderful 41 years so far, and as the Lord gives me health and strength, I do want to carry on.
Okay.
I am having a good ride.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, question for you. What is the best advice you have ever received? It's a bit of a tough question, but
It is. Best advice, I would say take up a challenge.
up a
And
challenge,
we're
okay.
usually very hesitant to take on new challenges in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an older person many, many years ago that said to me that you need to put your big boy pants on and just step up to the challenge.
just step up to the challenge. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. What is your favorite memory from all your years of being a pastor?
I think the humorous times, the fun times, and just being with the youth leadership, developing the youth leadership. I just have very fond memories of that. We had a church that had 180 young people in it. I spend most of my time with about 24, 25 youth leaders, and just developing that over a 10-year period. investing into the lives of young people. And the favorite part of that is actually seeing them go to Bible school.
Right.
And from there
okay.
going into full-time ministry. That
Yeah.
for me is the creme de la creme.
Right. Just seeing them like grow out, like graduate high school and continue on in their
Absolutely.
faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. That is great. What would you say, what advice would you give to someone wanting to become a pastor?
Well, it's a career that not everybody wants to go into for different reasons. If you enjoy ministry and you want to do that on a full-time basis, you need to feel it in your heart, first of all, and if this is what you're being called to, because it's not a calling that everybody would like to do.
Right.
Other than just your education and getting an education and having a passion, an actual passion for ministry. It's something too that you'd want others to verify that within your lives. It could be a youth leader, it could be a youth pastor, it could be another pastor, other elders within the church that are encouraging you to actually consider ministry because of the giftedness that you might have in that particular area.
Okay. Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean preaching. In my case, it was Christian education, it was youth ministry, it's camping ministry, and now working with seniors.
Right.
So there's so many different areas that a person could go into.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Another advice question. What advice would you give to all our youth and students watching in? Just
I don't know.
Any life.
Yeah,
piece
I
of
don't
advice.
know all the junior high, senior high that are here at the church. I've met some here at church. You know, it's a matter of trying different things as you get there. Some of the things that that you're looking at is perhaps some of the giftedness that you have in your life. You might want to try that, whether it's in a secular world. It could be going to school for medical. It could be going in for nursing. It could be for mechanics. And it's just a matter of wherever that desire is of yours, to give that a shot. And even if you fail, I would then try something different, and then try it again, and
Right.
trying something different, because it's not always a 1, 2, 3 and it's a go. And
Right,
sometimes
right.
you have to just try different things.
Yeah. And maybe take a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Do you have anything that you'd like to share or add, or maybe something cool about you? Wait, maybe we could announce. Has anyone sent in their guesses for Pastor Norm trivia for these chocolates? Has anyone sent in and gotten them right? Because maybe we could do that quick. The questions we asked, if you're just joining in now, we asked some trivia questions about Pastor Norm here. The questions were: has Pastor Norm sung in front of Queen Elizabeth II 0 time, 1 time, 2 time, or 3 time? Okay, comment in your answer and you can get one of these chocolate boxes. Second question we asked, we said that Pastor Norm loves to travel. He has been to Europe how many times? Is it 3 times, 5 times, 15 times, or 20 times? Comment in and let us know what you think. If you got it right, whoever was the first one to get it right, one of these delicious chocolates is coming your way. I saw some of those answers at the beginning. Maybe we'll come back to that because it looks like we are working on getting all of these adjectives and nouns and stuff printed out. So we'll come back to this at the end. Right now, I'm going to have Matt come on back in. We're going to do something fun here. You can stay.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
it's going.
That's good. There's been so many Mad Lib answers coming in on the chat because I asked people for more. But we're going to get your help in it as well. And so if you don't know Mad Lib, it's basically a story where we're going to fill in the blank and basically write the story, but only certain parts of it. So it should turn out pretty funny. Let's get started. Jake's got a list of all of your answers, and I'm gonna have you help me choose them because we want to use the best answers, and sometimes the best answer is just the most different word or whatever. So for the very first blank, we need a plural noun. A plural noun. Person, place, or thing. What do we got? We have Kalamazoo. That's a place, isn't it? That's Kalamazoo, Michigan. So not that one. Cool Whip. Okay. Cool Whip containers. That's a lot of answers. Anyway.
Dwayne
That's
the
more.
Rock Johnson's.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson's. You want to go with
Yes.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson's?
Please do it.
The blank's not that big. Dwayne the Rock Johnson's.
A lot of adjectives.
Yeah, adjectives are the easy ones. Okay, Pastor Norm, you're a traveler. So this one's specifically for you. I need you to give me a country. A name of a country.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Have you been to Switzerland?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like it's no big deal. Did you go to the Swiss Alps?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. All right, Jake, I need from you, because I didn't ask for this in the chat, I need a number.
3.5.
3.5. Awesome. Okay. Now, I need a name. This can be anybody. A name that starts with the letter Z. A name.
Zeke.
Zeke? Zadok? We'll go with Zeke. Because Zadok, no one, it's a reptile. It's a reptile. Zeke it's like a human name. It's like Ezekiel. All right? Okay, from the list, I'm going to pick an adjective. We're going to go with muscular. All right. Okay, Pastor Norm. I need a noun that is plural, but that noun has to be something that is hard.
Lyme's disease.
Lyme's disease? Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty hard to go through, if I'm being honest. That's awkward.
Yeah.
No good.
All right. Bree, I need an animal.
A bearded dragon.
You're not going to like this.
Creative.
I can read the story. You're not going to like this. But it's on you. All right. Something you can eat. Caviar.
Oh, yuck.
I've never had it. Is it bad?
Either. Always
It's
wanted
like
to
fish
try it,
eggs.
though.
Well, yeah.
It is
It is fish eggs. I've never had it, but it sounds super
salty.
rich. Is it?
Really salty.
Ugh. All right. We need a noun that's plural, and it's something that is long.
Dwayne the Rock.
We already did Dwayne the Rock.
Oh, you did.
Noun, long,
Cool Whip container.
Cool Whip container. A long Cool Whip container. We're going with Cool Whip container. Containers. Okay, verb, but we have to change one to past tense.
Tiptoed.
Tiptoed. And then another verb. Let's go with
Havering.
havering.
What does that mean?
What does that even mean? Do you know what it means? Vacillating or indecisive behavior. Basically, like
Ah.
everybody my age's decision-making abilities. Right there, havering. Another plural noun. Let's go with galoshes, because that's a fun word to say. I think those are those things that you wear over your dress shoes, right?
Yes.
Your galoshes.
His rubber.
I had a prof at Bible school that wore galoshes over his black dress shoes.
I thought that was also another word for rubber boots.
It is, but like they're like rubber things that go over your
Over
shoes.
the-
Very stylish. And then another another plural noun. Plural noun. Noun. Llamas. Llamas. Okay, Pastor Norm, an adjective.
Adjective. Okay. We've got muscular. How about classy?
Classy. That's a good one. And Jake, a noun.
Llama. Have we used that one
We
already?
used
we
it.
just used that. Oh man. We've used pretty much all the nouns on the list, haven't we?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
already
did.
Yep.
used Lyme disease. Guess I have to be creative and come up with one myself. A stool. Well,
We didn't use Kalamazoo.
Okay, well I said stool, and we can leave that up to interpretation.
We're using stool.
Is it the stool you sit on? Or
Yes.
is
Hopefully.
Yes. Okay, Bree, another number.
57.
57. And an occupation that's plural.
Yodeling.
Yodelers. We need some yodelers. Yodelers. Okay,
What if they were yodelee?
and then we're going to have... Okay, what does splendiferously mean?
Splendiferously?
That's the word.
Okay.
I kind of know what it is, but I can't define it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a song.
Splendid.
Oh. But it can't be past tense.
It's just splendid.
But, oh.
It's splendiferous.
Okay, but we need a verb. That's not even a
Well,
verb. I thought it was
judging
a
on
verb.
how it's defined by the dictionary, it's probably a word.
Well, it's an adjective. We need a verb. I thought it was a verb.
Oh.
It's not. So, that's because you wrote verb
Oh, well,
beside it.
it's because you put ly on the end of it.
Okay, verb past tense. Snored. I don't snore, I don't think. All right, Pastor Norm, we don't have any more of these on the list, so you might have to be a little creative, but we need another noun.
Well, school.
School. All right. Jake, an animal that's plural that I can spell.
Nudibranchs.
We used that once already, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember how to spell it.
I don't want to type that into Google either.
I'm just going to spell it like it sounds.
Yeah, you can sound that one.
All right, Pastor Norm, a food that is plural.
Rouladen.
Can you define that?
That is a meat roll.
A meat roll. Is it good?
It's the best.
Where's it from?
Germany.
Oh, the Germans do the meat the best, so that makes sense.
Spell it Rouladen.
I did not spell it that way. R
Ouladen.
O U L A D E N. All right. Name starting with N. Ned. Intimidating Ned.
Okay, look at those things though. Those are the coolest things I've ever seen.
They are cool. All right. Jake, I need a verb that ends in ing.
Yawning.
Yawning. Okay, Pastor Norm, I need a weapon that's plural.
Spearfishing or spear
A spear?
Spear guns.
spear gun.
Spear guns.
Nice.
All right. And last but not least, we need another adjective. We're going to go with snooty.
Nudie.
All right. Our Mad Lib is the story of the return from exile by the Israelites, all right? So this is time in the Bible where they were coming back from being in Babylon and they're returning to Jerusalem, okay? Because the Israelites kept worshiping Dwayne The Rock Johnson's, God finally had to send them into exile in Switzerland. But God had said that after 3.5 years that he would bring them back home, and he did. Their new governor, Zeke, led them back, but things in Jerusalem were a really muscular mess. That's why they were worshiping Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The Jews did the right thing, though, and started fixing God's altar first. They rebuilt it with Lyme's disease and started sacrificing bearded dragons on it. Once that was done, they started fixing the temple. They needed lots of supplies for that, so they gathered caviar for the workers and also plenty of Cool Whip containers. But before they had gotten very far, their enemies tiptoed to the king of Persia, and they were forced to haver. They were forced to haver. That's the way it would be read grammatically. Anyway, so they started working on their own houses using galoshes and llamas to rebuild them. So now they had classy houses to live in while God's house was a stool. Then God sent 57 yodelers to tell the people to work on his house again, and the people snored. This time, when the enemies complained, the Jews wrote the king a school, and the king not only gave them permission to fix the temple, but told their enemies to provide them with plenty of nudibranchs, smelling salts, and rouladen for the work.
Wow.
There you go.
Smelling salts.
I put that in before, apparently. That only left them with the wall to fix, and after a while, a new governor, Ned, arrived and convinced them to start yawning the wall.
Ned.
He even made sure that they had spear guns to protect themselves with, and they finished the wall in record time. And so finally, Jerusalem was in snooty shape once again. Oh, that's
Good
a great
one.
story. Thanks, guys, for your answers. Thanks, Pastor Norm. Now, before we let you go, we need to do this, right? Or are we going to do that at the very end? We can do it at the end. The very end? Okay, before you go, I need you to grab that Serious Podcast sign that is right by you over there, and you're going to sign it. Thank you for being with us. It was great to have you. And Bree is going to come back, and we're going to continue on with the rest of the show.
Good to see you guys.
Wonderful. Thank you, Pastor
Thanks,
Norm.
Pastor Norm. Tell it's been a while since I've done this.
Thank you, Pastor Norm. That
You
was
guys
great.
just swapped couches now.
I do just want to say something about those chocolates and the Pastor Norm trivia. Looking over your comments, that would be this many people that have it right. 0. Nobody's got
me?
it right yet.
I didn't get it right?
Well, you know what?
Did I get one of them right? Did I get the Queen Elizabeth one right? Please?
Matthew has one of them right. Okay.
Yeah. It's probably
One.
the Europe one.
We'll see. Okay.
I think. I have one of them right. I hope it's the first.
So if you want to, you can take a second guess. If you haven't guessed yet, chime in with those answers. What do you think? Has he been to Europe 3 times, 5 times, 15 times, or
He's been
20
to Switzerland,
times?
Germany. That's at least twice. So
It's at least twice. You never know.
So jumping to 20 seems like a reasonable idea.
okay, but goes to Russia like all the time.
Yes, you
Time?
can try. You
He's
can
been
try
to
2
Russia 8
times.
times, so it's obviously more than 3. There we go.
There's a hint. It's more than 3. And the other question is, has he sung in front of Queen Elizabeth II 0 times, 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times? Okay.
3.
That is the question. Let us know. You're allowed 2 tries each. Okay. Yeah. Hey, well, hello, it's morning has been going on. Okay. Usually at this point, I do a little debrief of the devotional from youth, but sadly, we haven't been able to have it. So, second best thing, then youth group, our own youth pastor, doing a devotional for us. Okay. Well, hello, it's morning. If you didn't know, it runs on Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and Friday morning. Okay. Now, this past week, Pastor Andy has been doing all 3. Okay. And he did a little segment on 3 popular poisons is what he called it. Okay. Now, these are like poisons as in they sound real good when you first hear them, but they actually turn out to be a little bit poisonous if you take it straight up as you hear it. Okay. Now, let me explain. On Monday, he talked about the first deadly poison was God wants you to be happy. Okay.
Prosperity
That
gospel.
is something
Heresy.
that gets taken way out so often, right? Happiness is not just something that Like God's not wanting us to be happy, so we're just going to be instantly happy in these things. Happiness comes through, he was saying, these is a result of the actions and of doing these things and the actions, and then the result of that is happiness. Okay.
Joy.
Joy. We call that joy. That's exactly his words, actually. Second deadly poison was God is love. Now you might be thinking, what?
What?
God is love. I hear that all the time. He absolutely is love, but God is not just love. Okay? Now that's where you get the poison in that one. Is a lot of the time people say, God is love, God is love. How could this? How could that? How could, but God is love. God is also just. God is also righteous. God is also holy and set apart and has a understanding way bigger than we could ever comprehend. So yes, God is love, but he is not only love. Another deadly
Basically,
poison.
like the problem with that one would be that when people don't understand that not everybody goes to heaven, and so they say that because God is love, everybody goes to heaven, which we know isn't true. That's basically why that's the problem. It's not because God isn't loving, but it's because they get rid of the other ones, right?
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. And the last deadly poison he talked about is the statement, I am living my truth. Okay. That's a very common statement, that I'm living my truth. You just live your truth. If it's true for you, then that's fine. It works. That's simply not true. There is only one truth, and that's God's truth. And anything outside of that is wrong.
Yeah. It's postmodernism.
Yeah, like
It's
the
bad.
pastor in the States. It was like, you alone are enough. I don't know about that one.
Right.
Yeah.
That simply
Basically,
is not true.
if anybody, this is my argument for if somebody comes up to me and says, well, that's maybe true for you, but what's true for me is this. I always say, well, what's true for me is that I should punch you in the face right now and it's okay. And even if it's not true for you, it's my truth and I'm going to live my truth. Don't actually do it, but it quickly shows them that their argument doesn't make any
it
sense.
doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. There's only one truth, and that is God's truth.
Yes. Amen.
That was what Pastor Andy was talking about in these past three things. A little bit of a jump ahead, but your man, Mr. Matthew Shields over there, is doing our next, hello, it's morning, so make sure you chime in. Do you want to give us a little hint to look forward to?
A little hint?
I don't know.
Well, I've been thinking of, so 2020 is over. I've been thinking a lot about 2020, and I don't know if you guys knew, but there's this thing going on in the world called COVID-19. And I've been thinking a lot about COVID-19 and a lot of how Christians have responded to it. And I don't know, we're going to look at what I would say is a biblical response to things like COVID-19. Like, how do we respond when these things happen? Because it's never happened before that we haven't been able to go to church like we have. And so how we respond is important because the world is going to see how we respond as Christians. And we need to make sure that we're doing it the way Christ would have us. So we're going to look at that a little bit. I'm not going to pretend that I have the right answer. It's more like this is what I believe that I need to respond this way. And hopefully you agree with me. We'll see.
We'll see on Monday.
Monday morning.
We'll see. That's why Hello, It's Morning. Check it out on this YouTube page that you're on right now, FBY Olds. Matt will be sharing with us. Over to you for the bedtime story.
Is it bedtime already?
It is.
Well,
I don't have any blankets, but we'll get cozy.
You know what that means? Get on your jammies, grab your blankets and your hot cocoa, and curl up because it's time for our bedtime story, but with an edge.
But make sure you brush your teeth after that hot cocoa.
Yeah, dentist
Ching.
bills are expensive.
I wish I had a little ching, a little shine.
The
Press, lightning,
sparkle.
Ching. Anyways.
Bedtime story with an edge. I've never read one of these before.
You're in for a treat.
Do it without laughing. We're going to read the wonderful story of Rapunzel. My wife Bethany loves the movie Tangled. This should be really fun for me. Okay. There once lived an economically disadvantaged tinker and his wife. His lack of material accomplishment is not meant to imply that all tinkers are economically marginalized or that if they are, they deserve to be so. While the archetype of the tinker is generally the whipping person in classical bedtime stories, this particular individual was a tinker by trade and just happened to be economically disadvantaged. That's wonderful.
Nice.
The tinker and his wife lived in a little hovel next to the modest estate of a local witch. From their window, they could see the witch's meticulously kept garden, a nauseating attempt to impose human notions of order onto nature. I already don't like this. I feel like some 19-year-old English major wrote this
Well, it's got to be politically
with a nose
correct.
ring.
It has to be. It has
With
to
a
be
nose
perfect.
ring. They have a nose ring. It's important.
I think this is a direct stab at people that are trying to write like this. I think that's. The
I hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Anyway, if you're a tinker out there, don't feel like you have to be economically disadvantaged, is what we get out of that. Okay?
Yeah, we hate to disenfranchise you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the wife of the tinker was pregnant. And as she gazed at the witch's garden, she began to crave some of the lettuce she saw growing there. She begged the tinker to jump the fence and get some for her. The tinker finally submitted, and at night he jumped the wall and liberated some of the lettuce. Viva la lettuce.
People love it.
Before he could get back, the witch caught him. Dun, dun, dun. Now, this witch was very kindness impaired, which is liberal for mean.
Kindness impaired.
This is not meant to imply that all or even some witches are that way, nor to deny this particular witch her right to express whatever disposition came naturally to her. Far from it. Her disposition was without doubt due to many factors of her upbringing and socialization, which unfortunately must be omitted here in the interest of brevity. Circumstances don't dictate your reactions.
Your reactions,
That's
yeah.
the Bible. First Philippians 3.
Truth
2.
thrown at you.
Anyway, as mentioned earlier, the witch was kindness impaired, and the tinker was extremely frightened. She held him by the scruff of the neck and asked, "Where are you going with my lettuce?" The tinker might have argued with her over the concept of ownership and stated that the lettuce rightfully belonged to anybody who was hungry and had nerve enough to take it. But instead, in a degrading spectacle, he pleaded for mercy. "It was my wife's fault," he cried in a characteristically
that you?
male manner. Wow.
In a characteristic male manner.
He's a narc.
"She is pregnant and has a craving for some of your lovely lettuce. Please spare me. Although a single-parent household is certainly acceptable, please don't kill me and deprive my child of a stable two-parent family structure." The witch thought for a moment, then let go of the tinker's neck and disappeared without a word. The tinker gratefully went home with the lettuce, and a few months later, and after agonizing pain that a man will never really be able to appreciate, the tinker's wife gave birth to a beautiful, healthy... What? Okay, the word looks like pre-woman, but it's spelled Prewommon. What is that? Pre-woman? Is it supposed to be a pre-woman? I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. That might be almost too politically correct.
Can I just
then.
change it to a beautiful, healthy baby?
Sure. Yeah.
They named the baby Rapunzel after a type of lettuce. Really?
Is that actually what?
lettuce?
I thought,
Fact
what?
check.
Is that
Fact
true?
check. We
Fact
need,
check.
We need some
Also look up woman, pre-woman.
woman. Rapunzel.
No way.
German field salad greens.
Field salad, known as Feldsalat in Germany, is used like lettuce in salad. It is also famously known as Rapunzel lettuce, after the vitamin-rich food that cost a peasant family
So they
their
named the
only
lettuce
daughter.
after the story, not the other way around. This
They
person
named the lettuce
false
after
fake
the story.
news right here.
They named the lettuce after the story.
Which named it after the lettuce.
That named,
That named
after
it
the
after the
lettuce.
lettuce.
This is
This is
fake news.
sweet.
Wow.
Trippy.
After
Oh, it's pre-woman because they don't want to say man.
All right.
Nice.
So they named the baby Rapunzel after a type of lettuce. And not long after this, the witch appeared at their door, demanding that they give her the child in return for the witch having spared the tinker's life in the garden. What could they do? Their powerless station
Sue.
in life had always left them open to exploitation. And this time they felt they had no alternative.
Yeah, here's my child.
They gave Rapunzel to the witch, who sped away.
I'll see you in small claims court.
Yeah. The witch took the child deep into the woods and imprisoned her in a tall tower. There Rapunzel grew to womanhood, but with two M's and O.
Woman.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, whatever. The tower had no door or no stairs, but it did boast a single window at the top. The only way for anyone to get to the window was for Rapunzel to let her long, luxurious hair and climb it to the top. The witch was Rapunzel's only companion. She would stand at the foot of the tower and shout, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, that I might climb your golden stair." Rapunzel obediently did as she was told. Thus for years she let her body be exploited for the transportational needs of another. Whoa. The witch loved music and taught Rapunzel to sing. They passed many long hours singing together in the tower. One day, a young prince rode near the tower and heard Rapunzel singing. But as he rode closer to find the source of the lovely sound, he spied the witch and hid himself and his equine companion in the tree. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's a horse, which is not
Thank you.
mean in any way. Anyway, he
You don't
watched
know
as
that.
the witch called out to Rapunzel. The hair fell down, and the witch climbed up. Again, he heard the beautiful singing. Later, when the witch finally exited the tower and disappeared in the other direction, the prince came out of the woods and called up, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, that I might climb your golden stair." The hair cascaded from the window, and he climbed up. When the prince saw Rapunzel, the greater than average physical attractiveness and her long, luxurious hair led him to think, in a typically lookist way, that her personality would also be beautiful.
Nice.
Wow.
This is not to imply that all princes judge people solely on their appearance, nor to deny this particular prince's right to make such assumptions. Please see the disclaimers in the paragraph above. All right. The prince said, "Oh, beautiful damsel, I heard you singing as I rode by on my horse. Please sing for me again." Rapunzel didn't know what to make of this person, since she had never seen a man up close before. He seemed a strange creature, large, hairy in the face, and possessing a strong, musky odor. For reasons she could not explain, Rapunzel found this combination somewhat attractive and opened her mouth to sing. "Stop right there!" screamed a voice from the window. The witch had returned. How did you get up here?" Rapunzel asked. "I have an extra set of hair made in case of emergency," said the witch matter-of-factly. "And this certainly looks like one. Listen to me, Prince. I built this tower to keep Rapunzel away from men like you. I taught her to sing, training her voice for years. She'll stay here and sing for no one but me because I am the only one who truly loves her." "We can talk about your codependency problems later," said the prince. "But first, let me hear Rapunzel in it. Let me hear you sing." "No," screamed the witch. "I'm going to throw you from the tower into the thorn of color bushes below so that your eyes will be gouged out and you'll wander the countryside cursing your bad luck for the rest of your life."
Wow.
"You may want to reconsider that," said the prince. "I have some friends in the recording industry, you see, who would be very interested in Rapunzel, wasn't it? Different, kind of catchy, I suppose." "I knew it. You want to take her from me," said the witch. No, I want you to continue to train her, to nurture her as her manager," said the prince. "Then when the time is right, say a week or two, you can unleash her talent on the world and we can all rake in the cash." The witch paused for a second to think about this, and her demeanor visibly softened. She and the prince began to discuss record contracts, video deals, and as well as possible marketing ideas, including lifelike Rapunzel dolls with their very own miniature stereo tune towers.
Oh, wow. I'd
As
buy that.
Tune towers sold separately, of course. As Rapunzel watched, her suspicions turned into revolution. For years, her hair had been exploited for the transportational needs of others. Now they wanted to exploit her voice as well. So, oh man. Rapaciousness does not depend solely on gender, she realized with a sigh. I don't know what that word is.
I'm no help there.
All right, what is it?
Rapa, Rapacioussness. Also go with the pronunciation
Like that?
because I think so.
Should I play how this is pronounced?
Yes.
Say it.
Rapaciousness.
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 What does it mean?
Rapacious.
Rapaciousness. That's
Very
definitely
cool.
not how I said it.
Showing a
Rapaciousness.
strong or excessive desire to acquire money or possess things. Greedy.
Wow.
Wow. There's a little fat worm after eating an entire apple. Sucks to be you, little fat worm.
Thank you, fat boy.
All right. Rapaciousness does not solely depend on gender, she realized with a sigh. Rapunzel edged her way to the window without being seen. She stepped out and climbed down the second set of hair to the princess. Okay,
Second
second set of hair. Like, what is it attached to? Like think about
Yeah.
it. Just a second set of hair. Like, how gross would that be?
And like, it's obviously a lot of hair. So does she carry it around in like her backpack? Pulls out the hair.
Ooh.
Second set of
Grappling
hair.
There's
hook.
probably like
Hair.
mice living in it. Disgusting. Gross. Anyway, she climbed down the second set of hair to the prince's waiting horse. She dislodged the hair and took it with her as she rode off, leaving the witch and the prince to argue about royalties and percentages. Rapunzel rode to the city and rented a room in a building that had real stairs. She later established a non-profit foundation for the free proliferation of music and cut off her hair for fundraising action. She sang for free in coffee houses and art galleries for the rest of her days, always refusing to exploit for money other people's desires to hear her sing. It's not like the movie Tangled at all.
No, that
Yeah, I wonder. Oh wow, I wonder why.
was special.
Infuriating. I learned some new words though, so it was educational.
It's educational.
Very educational. Yeah. Wow, that was really great. I hope you guys all enjoyed that little bedtime story.
Hopefully you're sleepy.
Hopefully, oh, those yawns
I
are coming in. Ready
2
for
cans of
bed.
Coke, so there's no way I'm sleeping tonight.
No sleeping. Okay. First,
Chocolates.
before these chocolates. That's what I was gonna say. Jake, would you mind just scrolling up to those comments? Let me see. We have.
They're all over the place.
Let's see. Bear with us, guys. Let's see. Those are both wrong.
There's
Is
those
there-
ones.
Hey.
Is there any more up higher? I know that some people commented right at the beginning. Let's see. Oh,
We're going to see if you guys got it
got
right.
3,
I'm pretty
4.
sure I got it right.
okay. Matt, do you want to be included in this chance to get a prize?
Oh no, that's okay.
Okay.
It's mostly just because I really want him to have sung in front of Queen Elizabeth II 3 times. Because that would be amazing. That would
Let's
be
see.
an
Oh, we got
amazing
0,
thing to
3.
have.
We've got their
0.
actual answers way down
Okay.
there.
So you guys have answered in. I have to say the correct answer to Pastor Norma's sung in front of Queen Elizabeth II is 2 times.
Okay, that's still really cool.
That's insane.
That is literally
I'm just glad it's
so
not
cool.
0.
That is
Two
literally so.
times. Wow.
Pastor Norm, would you mind coming back in and telling us
Yeah,
about
come,
this
come
experience?
sit here. No?
No.
What song did you sing?
It was
Oh, I think Mom got it right.
He sang for the centennial in
1967.
1967.
and then we won Worlds in a youth choir.
A youth choir. They won Worlds.
It was place, and so the Queen asked us to come and sing
They got second place, so the Queen asked them to come and sing
at Buckingham Palace.
at Buckingham Palace.
So, okay,
That's insane.
that's
think-
literally like the coolest thing.
Okay, 2.
Yeah,
but
that's
how
so
many
cool.
times did they go to Europe?
It's 20. He's been to
It
England,
is 20.
Switzerland,
It
Germany.
is.
Like,
So
come on.
Matt would be the winner for that one.
I think
Second
Dad
would be.
also got it right.
I think
think every-
second would be my mom. I think that was the first person who got 20.
Hold on, I think my. Oh, there we go.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
Maybe
she
your dad
puts,
got
so
it first.
20, 2 and 20 or 3, 15. Like you
Yeah.
can have. Oh, you can
So-
have 2 tries, right?
I think looking at the comments, it would be Mrs. Pearson, my mother, who
Woo!
got the Europe 20 times. He's been to Europe 20 times.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Win surprise.
She gets one
Yes.
prize, and
I think my
I
dad
think
have
got the
some.
other
it's
one.
Andy and Jenny Moffat got the
No, it was just the Moffat
2?
6, which is Dad.
got
This
the
one?
2.
Yeah,
No, but there's one before. Andy and Jenny Moffat said it before.
that's my mom.
Yeah.
I thought she got it wrong.
No,
never mind.
Oh, there we go.
No, yeah, she got the first one wrong.
For one time. See,
Oh,
question
oh,
2,
oh, oh.
Both of them
15
wrong.
times.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Right. Question 2. 5. Okay. So
This gives me that's just awesome. Like
That
20
is great.
times.
20 times.
How many
been to
different
Europe.
countries?
Dad's guesses don't count.
Every
Pretty
country.
well. Every country is what he says.
Dad said he knew, so his guesses don't count.
That's crazy. Okay, well then Matt wins,
Yes.
and nobody got the singing in front of Queen Elizabeth then if his guesses don't count. So
Wait. Go down. Well, your mom put 2,20.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
she'd
did-
already answered
yeah, she did.
like 3 times.
I don't know if
She got the first one.
maybe
right.
she didn't answer before. I don't know.
No, she answered there, and then she answered another one way up here, and we just decided to ignore that one too.
Well, congratulations to the winners. We'll figure it out. You'll get your chocolate.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And this one is like neither of these are right anyway. So.
Yeah, 2 and 20. That's the right answers.
The 20 is.
So no. Oh wait, what?
2 and 20.
Or 3
Or
and 15.
3 and 15.
So she didn't even make
So
up her
those
mind
are-
on that question.
Mama.
She said 2 or 20 or 3 and 15.
No,
So
she's
now-
doing the first
I
question
think-
answers 2.
Yes, I
which
know.
is right, comma 20 for the second question,
But
which
she also
is
said
also
or,
But I
so she
think
didn't
that-
She
make
got
up her
two-
mind. which one
Mama,
she was
I
gonna
think that
answer.
you
She got
did
2
3 guesses because I think the first one she said 0 and 20, and then she said 2 and 20 now, and then 3 and 15. So that's 3 guesses, which is actually a legal beagle. I said only 2. Mom,
Okay, but her second one
okay.
was right.
that's okay.
Both of
You
them.
will get a chocolate, Mrs.
There.
Pearson. Congrats.
Yes.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Before we close off, I do want to say, well, hello, it's morning again, Monday morning with
Yes.
none other than Matthew Shields right here. This man,
Bright and early.
right in. What time does it go live? 6?
I don't
I
know.
think
I'm
so.
always
I think
I'm
it's
always
6.
awake when it goes live.
I think it's 6. But you can chime in anytime. It's on the FBY Olds YouTube page. Well, hello, it's morning, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This next Monday with Matt. The Sunday services here at First Baptist. We no longer have a Saturday service. I think that last time we had talked, we had a Saturday night service and a
Yeah.
Sunday morning. Now we just have 2 Sunday mornings, one at 9 a.m. and one at 11 a.m. You can get your tickets online at the First Baptist Olds webpage. Get your tickets online. If you don't have a ticket,
Tune in online.
tune in online because it goes online at 11 a.m. on the website as well. Yeah, we are desperately hoping and praying to see you guys back in person on January
Yes.
23rd. Praying
Yes.
very hard. As you guys, I don't know if you saw this, but the restrictions are pushed back, right? These tight restrictions until the 21st is what they said right now. So we are hoping and praying that we are able to get back to youth group on the 23rd of January, but we'll keep you posted on that. Pray for that as well. Matt, would you like to end us off in a word of prayer before we close?
Sure. Let's do it. Lord, we just thank you for a great night. Thank you for this time where we can just talk and look at what Andy was sharing with us. Thank you for Andy, what he was talking about this past week, about those 3 things that they seem true at first, but if you go in them too far and you start to stray away from the truth, Lord, and just pray that you protect us all from taking things too far like that and making them mean more than they actually do and not taking your word at face value, Lord. Pray for all of the youth that tuned in. Pray for those that haven't. Lord, I just pray that you'd be with them as they get ready to go back to school in person, Lord. Just be with them through this time. Keep everybody safe and just pray that we would be able to meet in person again soon, Lord, that we would be able to see each other face to face and have a good time together in person. Thank you for tonight, and I pray these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. Our next podcast is Saturday. This is a little bit confusing because on my notes here it says we're hoping to see you back for January 23rd, and then it says my next podcast is January 23rd. So something around there is a Friday.
That would be the
And-
next podcast.
But isn't the Fridays
The 22nd then would be the
22nd is youth. We hope to see you back on the 22nd.
Friday's the day before Saturday.
The Saturday, January 23rd is our next podcast. We hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did.
Thanks
this
again
has
to Pastor
been-
Norm.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor Norm. This has been a very serious podcast.